And what's going on, everybody? Remy here from the Rodeo Plays, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I'm gonna let you know right now that I'm feeling very burpy. In the middle of this marathon that I'm recording for Chapter 4 of Danganronpa, I stopped, got my ass something to eat, McDonald's and a fucking soda, and now I'm belching like a motherfucker. So if it happens during this, I apologize, but I think I got the majority of it out. Anyways, summary time. Last time we left off, we started our investigation for the upcoming class trial to determine who killed Sakura Ogami. Right now we got three major suspects right now, that being Bakia, Hiro, and Toko. So let's see where this goes. Anyways, back to the ominous red door, as always. Also, we're actually getting very close to the end of this game. We got like 2 more chapters to go, if I remember correctly. So yeah, Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then, the ultimate martial artist, a locked room murder mystery.
What?
What the? Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. I'm done. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
How about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
He's right. It does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't
Now
wait!
then, please get to the elevator. See you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you guys act so casual after murdering somebody?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting
Don't
casual.
be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed long enough. Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here. That person is one of us. Come on. It's time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it'll never get any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence and watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. So, getting kind of spacious in here, isn't it? I feel like that's like the ultimate asshole thing to say right now. Just be like, kind of spacious in here, isn't it? Not like how it was when we first started. Hey yo. The elevator lowered. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clucking sounds. It fell lower and lower. And as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just 6 of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of
That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say it like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one last classmate again? Or will your school life come to a complete end?
Now then,
Are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seat. And so, the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Do you want to save? Yes! Alright, we'll just save at the same spot as usual. Alright, so first things first. Okay, multiple suspects. Can I speed that up? Nope. Multiple suspects. Murder in the locked room. If anyone was likely to survive, it was Sakura. And yet, yeah. Alright, So before we even hop into this, first things first, I'm gonna plug in my controller because that shit should be fully charged now, which allows me to sit more freely. Second of all, set skills, because we did get a few new skills. Let's see what they're about. Alright, Lost Your Thought. Increase the time limit for each phase, cost 3 SP, and Cool and Compose. Steady your aim a little. Effective during non-stop debate and Hangman's Gambit. I think I want to just do Cool and Compose, because here's the thing. Lost Your Thought is cool. Now, Lost Your Thought is, sorry I had something in my throat, but Lost Your Thought, it's cool in concept, and it's honestly more helpful later on in the next games, in the games that come after this, because this game gives you so much time. Like, I'm talking like anywhere to be between like 10 to 30 minutes of time to solve a puzzle, that what the hell do you need extra time for? You have, like, this is legitimately a situation where it's like you have more than enough. Whereas Cool and Compose, I'd rather have more steady aim than more time when I already have enough time as is. So I'll go with that. Anything else I can equip? I'm almost certain no. I need more skills, but yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and finish preparations. Let's get this started.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
You know what, it's kind of weird. While I was listening to Monokuma, I kind of thought about how the class trial worked in the Danganronpa anime, at least for the what's it called, Trigger Happy Havoc. And I can't remember.
Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Oh. Shit, okay, well then, wow, Monokuma, I was not expecting this.
Whoa, deja vu.
Oh yeah, right.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of these three is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing in that. Alright, make your argument. Hina's account, okay. Oh, that took a second. Okay.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
My throat is not in the best
And what
condition
reason
right now.
do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
Alright, there we go.
No, that's wrong.
Starting out strong, boys.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all three of them. But then, does that mean one of them did it? Oh, okay, just back to back, huh? I gotta get my throat together. Alright.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Okay.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Oh, you didn't, huh?
No, that's wrong.
Want to explain that pocket trash that that fell out when me and you was talking? Want to explain that real quick?
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
This bitch. Can we just talk about the fact he robbed the warehouse for an entire box of candy?
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Oh, that's a lie if I ever heard it. But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could have only gotten that candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is, Hina got the candy. Hiro got the candy from now. Okay. When Sakura got the candy.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Yes. Because why the fuck didn't you just say that when I asked you earlier?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
That's true. I saw it for myself.
But still, how do you know that? Like, you weren't even...
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you... Didn't Hina make it clear that you weren't allowed in there?
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. When Kyoko found a message with the magazine with the dying message, it was, on the magazine shelf.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense.
Doesn't make sense?
Yeah, because that would mean you have to know. That would mean it's because you said that. You claimed that you seen it when we found her body, but Hina was like, you not coming in here. So which means you would have had to know about it beforehand.
What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found a dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Alright. Magazine's dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay, so I missed it completely. He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. But at that time, where was the magazine?
I can...
Okay. Oh, I see it now.
Tell you exactly when Ogre's body... And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
When I pulled it out...
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay, I got you.
I can tell you exactly
when Ogre's body was discovered.
There it is.
No, that's wrong.
Sometimes you gotta wait to get. Sometimes you gotta wait to get it. You gotta listen to what Makoto says.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it. after we'd begun the investigation, and you weren't at the murder scene. So there's no way you could have seen it then.
That's...
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's
just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Nah, without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh, wow, okay. Wow, okay. You started this early, huh?
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
All right.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
There it is. All right.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Oh. You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
Oh, okay.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that. It's like, really?
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. That is the creepiest shit ever. I would walk out immediately. Would you like some candy? You know what? I can't even eat sweets. I'm going home. Oh, sure. Thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Damn. That's a savage.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
Why would you disrespect Sakura like that?
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Wow, okay, hang on. That's a 180 in character. Like, she'd be one of the first people, like, sad that somebody dies, but then all of a sudden your person goes like, oh no, you gotta die. What? Bitch.
We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
Facts. I didn't spend like 40 minutes collecting all of this evidence right here. I got so many fucking truth bullets. I'm about to John Marston this bitch. Like, we ain't gonna stop this here.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what was it that Hiro didn't make any sense of? What he would have had to do after the writing doesn't make sense. Why you pick Toko? Oh wow.
Shoot.
Oh, okay, jumping guns, boy. So what is Toko? Why the magazine was hidden? Oh, I'm stupid.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must, in other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't have liked what was written in the magazine. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of obvious. It's like...
It had to be Toko, right?
I mean, yeah, if I seen some shit blaming me for a crime I didn't do, I bet you $5 something I'm gonna move it.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Bitch, make like Naruto and believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So...
Just tell us what happened one more time, when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but... okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. Alright.
I didn't want to, but...
Okay, so I gotta take a quick peek at both of these. Sakura found dead. Sakura found dead, seated in the chairs from before. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably from which she vomited blood. However, there are no injuries or indication as to why she would have vomited blood. And so I think it's the other one. Sakura suffered. Okay, there it is. All right, say less.
I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Facts.
You hit her from behind.
Yeah.
And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
Ugh.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer!
Okay, I know what I got. I know where it is. I was just making sure.
And I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from... And you only hit...
Yeah.
Just once.
Foul.
No, that's wrong.
Alright. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't nothing else.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
I love how it's not even an occupation. It's just, I mean, I guess occupation isn't the word. Profession. You know, he don't even treat it as a profession. It's like, this is the girl who examines dead bodies as a hobby. Like, when she got free time, let me take my ass to the morgue and see how this nigga died real quick.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
Pawn, hold up, pawn, rook, queen, knight, pawn, rook, knight. I don't remember chess pieces that good.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma bottles, I feel like it's starting to become clear. The correlation must be if the object of Monokuma's figure inside each bottle is holding. Hangman's Gambit. Okay. Can I get a C? Can I get an S? Can I get a P? Boom. Can I get a C? Oh no, it's already there. I'm tripping.
Now I understand.
Chess piece.
That's it. The chess pieces.
I'm still trying to remember. I don't remember all the chess pieces. It's pawn, rook, bishop, king, queen. I just said it all right there. I'm retarded.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook,
bishop, pawn.
I definitely remember seeing each of those.
So, wait, the king? Okay, so that's the king. So, king, pawn, rook, king. Wait, I'm confused. He said king, rook, bishop, and pawn. That piece would be the. I don't remember chess pieces. I should probably.
The piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, look at the queen.
What's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
I should really get back. I should really start playing chess. I used to play it when I was younger, but I dropped it.
In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen,
the rook, the knight, bishop, and pawn.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Oh, it's going from right to left instead of left. Okay. So king, rook, bishop, and pawn, which means we are missing the knight and the queen.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is...
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle that was missing, it was broken.
The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports...
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves it is Kyoko and I figured it out before. Okay, say less. You said Kyoko and I? Bet.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There's no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's first attacker.
Shoot!
Wait, what? I'm stupid. I
got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
Right, I'm retarded. There would have been some sort of evidence for the first attack.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
Man, this better be good.
Right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, that's huge evidence, right?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
Actually, can we put some screws in there? I think there was none to begin with.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Well, this vermin's trying to live, so Vic, we ganging up on your ass. No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows that Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it for anyone to find. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles, which I'd like to hear more. Holy shit, I didn't think we would still be getting tutorials this late in the game. Absolutely. So far, you've probably been pressing triangle during your final strike without a second thought, correct? But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. Okay, if you select, you'll select it the same way as in non-stop debates by simply pressing L1. Also, like a debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend that it's set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Good for you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, wow, 2 bullet time battles back to back. Shit.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough!
This should prove it.
There we go. Oh yeah, by the way, in later Danganronpa games, you don't have that courtesy. They don't tell you that. You're just expected.
Did you know
They just
someone
can't
left
get
a
up on you.
handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Yeah!
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Bakya, why the fuck you ain't do this earlier? Like you don't know she all over you, bruh. You know this bitch will do anything for you if you just say it. Why? You wasted our time.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Not as fast as you did, Hero.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
I like how everybody starts questioning her. And she's like, I didn't do it. Just fucking say it. Okay, I probably did it. Like Bakya's not having none of her shit and she knows it. Like, so you killed Sakura. No, I didn't do it. Just say it. I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Yo. The power of love can make you do a lot of shit. Like when the person you try and be with tells you to do something, you're more inclined to do it.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room.
Bruh, my nigga Bakya's not having none of... Bruh, anytime we need to question Toko, Bakya should be the only one doing it, bruh. He's gonna get us everything we need to know. She's not gonna listen to us. She's not gonna do what the fuck we tell her. But we put real nigga Bakya in there, she'd be like, okay, I didn't do nothing. Just tell me what the hell happened. Okay, well, here's everything I did. She gonna start snitching like 6ix9ine in this bitch. I don't even listen to rap music like that, and the fact that I just threw that reference in there just works.
I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
That's kind of fucked up.
That's awkward.
That's awkward. You called me performing forgery. That's wow. Out of every crime you could have called me doing forgery, was it?
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
You know what? I kind of sort of, to an extent, can't blame neither of them for attacking, because in their situation, in their defense, it's like, I kind of would probably swing too out of fear. Like, especially for Hiro's case, he's like, yo, this chick might kill me. I gotta beat her to the punch to get the fuck up out of here. And even in Togo's case, she's like, yo, she scared me, I glassed her. Literally. What did you want me to do?
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean... There it is.
Guess who's back?
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
I would just love her box to be like, bitch, I I don't fall nowhere.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
Yeah.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible.
I mean, to be fair, like I said, it's not like it was intentional. It was kind of a reactionary thing. It's like when you see something scary, you have flight, you know, your fight or flight reaction. It's either I'm gonna stay here and fight or I'm gonna run off, you know? It's just what it was. You scared me, so fight. If the coin flipped, it was fight or flight. That shit landed on fight, and I'm like, shit! And you might go to sleep. I don't know what to tell you.
She's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good? Keep talking like that. Keep talking like that. Hina's gonna...
That's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you would have some words for Hiro in that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
The Monokuma father did not say that a blow to the head killed her.
Not quite yet.
God damn it. Start playing the damn game with two hands, damn it. Huh? Shit. I keep trying to play with one hand and it's like, yo, you can't because you keep pressing the wrong button.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Alright, round 3, boys. Actually, we're past round 3, so fuck it.
I was just sleeping peacefully.
Okay, hang on. We had the status of her body. Oh, okay, right.
And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine.
Wait. Kyoko's examining something. I gotta look at that one more time. Even though it's more than likely not it, but I just want to look over it one more time. Alright. Okay, so I'm good.
Michelle.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood.
Hang on. Okay, hang on. I gotta. Sakura's found dead. She just boom. Traces of blood was out of her mouth. Okay.
So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it. I smashed her good.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up.
Okay.
I killed her there in front of the shell.
Yeah, there it is.
No, that's wrong.
The Monokuma file mentions the blows to her head, but it doesn't mentions the fact that she took a blow to her head. It never said it killed her.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proved that the attack was in front of the magazine shelf was that pool of blood sitting there.
I got it!
Hey.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
And that I believe is true.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Facts. That's kind of like how I kind of say she moved Habumi's body last trial, and I'm like, who the hell is throwing that back out for this fat ass nigga? If I kill him, he's staying where I killed him.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because I was in the locker. I saw it for myself. I saw it for myself. That shit was over.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Can we really be missing something so important? There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's... Alright, round 3. I keep saying round 3. Like, we're like 7 rounds into this.
What was it that killed Ogre?
Okay, had the Monokuma File 4. The victor was Sakura Ogami. The time of death was 12. The body was discovered in the rec room. Evidence of a straw blow to the head. No other injuries were noted. However, there seemed to be at some point the victim suffered from vomiting blood. I feel like this...
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No, that's wrong.
Holy crap, one of the few times in the series where the Monokuma File was actually a good truth bullet instead of just something there.
According to the Monokuma File, Sakura had vomited blood.
Yeah.
I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death.
Yo, I think I said it. I'm pretty sure I said it in a previous video, but that sounds like an experience I never want to go through. Vomiting blood, I would be scared shitless. Why am I throwing up vital body juices? Like, blood? Like, vomit, that's fine. Blood? Aw, hell no.
In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
I don't know, Baki. You got a good batting average, but trust to believe you've taken some strikes with you before in previous trials.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
In the next episode, because yeah, we're split, like I said, we're splitting Class Trials into 2 parts. So yeah, we're gonna find out how Bakio is able to explain how the culprit was able to poison Sakura next time. So if you guys did enjoy this video, why don't you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, this is Charlie Plays signing out saying peace, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Dos te venga.